What is good, y'all? What is good? Excuse me for keeping you waiting. Let me just make sure my sound is good on all fronts. Okay, we Gucci over here. Gucci over here. We Gucci over there. Everything is good. Just wanted to make sure everything's good here in the studio to start off the show. Okay, we're doing a live this afternoon. I wanted to hit y'all with an afternoon live to speak on a couple things going on right now. Wack 100 has actually released a couple different pictures on his Instagram page. He was speaking on it on Clubhouse, releasing paperwork on Jay Prince Jr., you guys. So Wack 100 has issues with Jay Prince, and now he's actually targeting Jay Prince's son. A lot of us are familiar with Jay Prince Jr. You know what I mean? A lot of us are familiar with Jay Prince Jr. Everybody knows about Jay Prince, and now the majority, the public, is becoming aware of Wack 100. You guys, we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Also, Akademiks calling out Freddie Gibbs. We got North Carolina on the tap in. Much love to North Carolina. Appreciate everybody for tapping in on the live stream. I wanted to go a little bit early this afternoon. A couple dope topics to speak on with y'all today. Wack 100 was going pretty hard in this whole situation. We're going to get into it all. Akademiks was going hard as well. Pause. Both of these guys were going hard in both of their accounts. So we're going to have to tap in on it. Early stream for y'all today. What up? What up? What up? Too many issues. Yo, what's going on? Appreciate you tapping in. Black Sheep, what's going on, G's? I know I've seen you in here a few different times. And of course, my brother Louis Peasy in the building. Louis Peasy's in the building. Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Go ahead, hit that like button. I'm just going to roll a little something up for myself, putting some runts in the air. Going to get some runts in the air. What y'all smoking? Hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all, and let me know what y'all is blazing on today. Me, runts, finishing out this runts. Blew through the sour diesel. I blew through my sour diesel, and I blew through that drunken monkey. I blew through the Granny Mac. I be smoking like a chimney, y'all. I be smoking like a chimney. So now I'm getting through this runts, but it's a pretty nice treat. I won't lie. Runts is one of the best strains out there. Runts is definitely one of my favorite strains that I've ever smoked. I've been on a little bit of, everybody knows I've been on a little bit of a runts kick. You know what I mean? Everybody knows I've been on a little bit of a runts kick as of late. Let me see right here. I was just watching some battles before the live stream. Getting prepared for a couple things that I have going on over the next couple days. Held up. Where are you at, Vamp? What part of are you in California or where are you at, Vamp? Definitely appreciate you tapping in, man. Wack 100 had a lot of accusations against Jay Prince Jr. We know that, he's been going through it with his father, Jay Prince. Hassan Campbell pretty much put it out there that he actually had audio of Wack 100 dissing Jay Prince. You know what I mean? So Wack 100 kind of had nowhere to go but to kind of, shoot a little backlash his way, because it was going to be revealed anyways that he was actually dissing him behind the scenes. You know what I mean? It was going to be revealed anyways that he was dissing him behind the scenes. New York City. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, Brandon, early stream today. Wanted to come on live. What up, Lady Legend? What's popping? Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. We We got some news to go over, man. We got some news to go over. Akademiks is all over it. Akademiks is actually inviting Freddie Gibbs onto his show. You know what I mean? He says it'll be some great content. All the viral moments from Freddie Gibbs over the last couple months, you know what I mean? Whether it's the Benny the Butcher altercation, you know what I mean? Whether it's the altercation that happened with Jim Jones, I guess that was at the steakhouse or something like that, which proves to you this shit can happen anywhere. We've seen shit pop off at we've seen shit pop off just about anywhere, you guys. Nah, bro. I'm about to roll something up right now. I'm rolling something up right now. Runts, though. That's what I'm rolling up. Putting some runts in the air. I'm putting some runts in the air, you guys. Putting that runts in the air like I don't have a care. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Make sure you let me know what city you're tapping in from this afternoon. Let me know what city you're tapping in from this afternoon, you guys. Got a dope live stream we're going to be doing today. Got a lot of information to cover. Jay Prince Jr. actually responds to Wack 100. Jay Prince actually responded to Wack 100, you guys. Wack 100 actually made some pretty outlandish claims. You know what I mean? He made some pretty outlandish claims. He put out some paperwork. You know, Jay Prince Jr. kind of explains that. You know what I mean? He kind of explains what went behind that paperwork. Jay Prince Jr.'s father actually spoke out in a couple new interviews as well. Outside of the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, he's done a couple other podcasts where it seems he's actually spoken out on Wack 100. So we got a lot to cover today, you guys. Yep, so we're about to go over this DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks was clowning Freddie Gibbs. So Akademiks is like, I just hit Freddie Gibbs. He sent me his number. He sent me his number finally. So it looks like Freddie Gibbs is ready to talk to Akademiks, you guys. It looks like Freddie Gibbs is actually ready to speak about some of these altercations that have been going down, you know, at little spots in Buffalo, big spots, big steak houses, you know what I'm saying, where altercations like that really wouldn't be taking place, you know. Oh, Jesus. What's the biz, Smiley? What up with you, man? What up with you, man? What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Today, I'm about to roll something up, actually. I got my shit broken up. That's nice and purple over there. Got some good-ass weed. Got some good-ass weed ready to roll up for the show. What is up, Luke? What's going on, Luke? Yep, early stream today, you guys. Early stream today. Sometimes we got to go a little bit early on the channel. You know, when you got everything's going crazy on the internet right now. Everything's going wild on the internet right now. Wack 100 saying that his lieutenant pretty much gave him sealed files. Sealed files. He said, I got you, Wack. Wack 100's little homie, 6ix9ine, came through with those files, you guys. Came through with the sealed files. We're going to talk about it today. Wack 100 had quite a bit to say about it on, the Clubhouse and all that. He had quite a bit to say about it, you guys. We're about to go over all that. We're going over all that shit this afternoon, y'all. So let me get this good runts twisted up, and we'll be ready to go into the show. Everybody do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video. Hit that like button, share this video with at least one of your friends. Let them know Mikey T. Mikey T is the pod god. Somebody else already say that? Did I hear somebody say? We all know I'm the voice of the voiceless. About to twist this good runts up. Yeah, Millie's is on fire right now. Millie's is dope. Blanco 5. If you don't got it, go get it. Blanco 5. My man is moving numbers. Jadakiss needs to get him that big deal. I'm talking at a big label. Millie's needs that Def Jam deal. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to step up and give Millie's that deal? You know what I'm saying? Millie's is doing it like no other. Dude is moving quite a few units. I feel like I should review Blanco 5. If 50 people comment this video and say, Mikey T, review Blanco 5, I'll do it. Damn. Dude's on my jock. But I can't expect them to stop. You know what I'm saying? They on my jock, but I can't expect them to stop. So let's see, man. Wack 100 actually spoke on the J. Prince Jr. sealed indictments. Wack actually said, maybe you was the baby shitting in the bed. Because we all remember that, we all remember what J. Prince actually said. We all remember that line that J. Prince actually said about Wack 100. We all know he said that line about Wack 100, blaming a baby for actually doing that type of shit. That's actually what he said. So that's why Wack 100 is bringing that back up. He's saying, I'm just saying, dudes is running around here with sealed files. The last IG post is going to shake him a little bit. See the PTR, the case number, right? The case number right there leads to a sealed file. Whoever's case number it is, they know it. It do say Houston, though. That could just be coincidence. So let's read some of these Instagram posts that Wack 100 actually put out there and see how bad they actually are. I snapshotted a couple of the Instagram posts. Let me just get those sent over here so I can read some of these Instagram posts. And he actually posted some of the charges as well. Everybody go ahead, share this video, man. You know I'm the host, Mikey T, the movie star. No, it's all good. It's all good, man. I expect you got to have haters. You know what I mean? You got to have haters. Ain't nothing wrong with having a couple haters. So Wack actually tagged J. Prince on Instagram. He said, when you use the word rat, you got to have the paperwork. Now, while you're capping on my name, I think you need to call pest control. I think you need to call pest control on somebody. I think you need to call pest control on somebody tied to your name. Hashtag sealed files. Nah, can't expunge in 2 years. Takes 5 years after you're off papers. Okay, this is a crazy statement that we're not exactly finished with here. But this is a crazy statement from Wack 100, you guys. Actually bringing up these sealed files from somebody. He said the key word right there that he said is you need to call pest control on somebody tied to your name, because these files don't actually have to do with Jay Prince himself. I guess these files have to do with Jay Prince Jr., who has actually responded to them as well. Jay Prince Jr. responded to these files. We're going to get into that in just a minute, but we're not there yet, you guys. So bear with me on this. Right now, we're going over the text messages put out by Wack 100. Not the text messages, excuse me. He put out a couple DMs. Yeah, man. So Wack 100 is really, really pissed off about this Gillie the Kid interview with Jay Prince, where Jay Prince was throughout the entire interview calling him a rat. Jay Prince was actually calling him a rat throughout the entire interview. Officer Rat 100. Officer Rat 100 is what he's been calling him. So ever since that, you guys, Wack 100 has just been on a tear, and this is just another part of it. Now, Hassan Campbell contends that he actually had audio, of Wack 100 dissing Jay Prince. You know what I mean? He actually had audio of him dissing Jay Prince. So it was only a matter of time before Wack 100 and Jay Prince were at odds, you guys. That's exactly what Hassan Campbell was saying at that. That's why Wack 100 decided to start throwing some of these blows back at him so aggressively. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying, like, yo, you're jumping the gun on this situation, Wack. You know what I mean? You're really going a little bit further than you should be, because you could potentially be ruining alliances with the likes of Drake, with the likes of Kanye West, all these people who just did the benefit concert for Larry Hoover. You know what I mean? Something that you seem to be thoroughly invested with. You know what I mean? Money Mitch, what's popping with you, man? Glizzy Hendricks, what's good? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. And everybody knows Wack 100 versus Jay Prince. Hassan Campbell is actually saying that he started this. He's actually saying that he started this whole thing. If you guys watched his last stream, he's actually contending that he started the whole thing, which is kind of crazy to me as well. You know, the fact that he's involving himself in the situation. What up, DC? Major love, much love to DC. North Carolina, what's popping with you? North Carolina's in the building tonight. Okay. Much love to North Carolina. So I'm reading the messages right here that Wack actually posted on his Instagram. He actually wrote out all this shit where he was saying that I think you need to call pest control on somebody tied to your name. Hashtag sealed files. Nah, you can't expunge in 2 years. It takes 5 years after you're off papers. This seal means one or two things. R for rat. or R for either one. Clean your DNA up, partner. Coward hides, hashtag coward hides behind men but won't face me. Wack never had a co-defendant. Hashtag bozo. Wack 100 put it out there that in all of his cases, he never had a co-defendant, that he took the charge in all of his cases. Wack before that had posted, damn, this case number leads to a sealed file, huh? Wonder what's going on here. I never go away. Hashtag line pusher. At Wallo. At Gillie. Guess y'all didn't want to talk about this. Yes, sir. We early with it today. Big facts. We early with it, man. Yo, bro, get your ass out of here, man. Get your ass out of here, bro. We don't need no trolls up in here, man. What's good, everybody? Mikey T, the movie star, up in here. We're talking about Wack 100, calling out J Prince Jr., you guys. Now he's taking it from J Prince Jr. He's literally taking it from J Prince to J Prince Jr., you guys. He's taking it to J Prince Jr. as well. So let's get back into this. So Wack is like, maybe you was the baby shitting in the bed. I'm just saying, dudes is running around here with sealed files. The last IG post I posted is going to shake him a little bit. See the PTR? The case right there leads to a sealed file. Whoever's case number it is, it do say Houston, though. That could just be a coincidence. So Wack goes on. In the words of 50 Cent, he said, I got the rest of the paperwork. It says sealed. He didn't really get to make his point about 50 Cent. I was kind of wondering where he was going with that. He brings it up in a few minutes, though, you guys. So we'll get into that in just a few minutes. He's like, I've got the rest of the paperwork, and it says sealed. Shout out to 6ix9ine. He guided me to that. You know, he's got a sealed file, so he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. He's like, yo, Wack, this dude got a sealed file. Here you go. Here you go. They be so cap, I don't F with them. They be so cap, I don't F with them. Now, a sealed file, everybody knows about a sealed file, man. If you don't, a sealed file is when you get your charges reduced, or you can even have your charges totally withdrawn. You know, these are reasons. Sometimes people will get their files sealed in another case so that nobody can actually read what they had been charged with. As Wack said in his IG post, something I'm not really going to repeat, people will do it for a more very serious reason, get their charges sealed, or they'll do it for as simple as a DUI. You know what I mean? Some people are very, very weird. No, that's not weird, but some people are very, very particular about expunging, about sealing their record when it comes to getting jobs. In a lot of cases, if you have a sort of a job where you're driving, you're going to want to get that DUI expunged. You know what I'm saying? Major respect, David. I appreciate you, man. He said Mikey T is one of the most loyalist dudes around. I definitely appreciate that, man. And much respect to you on the tap in today. Wanted to go do a live early. I wanted to do an early live. So be sure to share this video. Let's go. Share this video right now. If you support the channel, I wanted to go live a little bit early. So Wack is like, I tell the truth. Reek is like, he is the sealed file gatekeeper. He said Jimmy got a file. Reek the villain. No, excuse me. Reek. Why do I say Reek the villain? Because that's my bro right there. CEO Reek, Wax A&R, as they say, came in with the ultimate statement right here. I like that one. I like this one. He had to say here. He is the sealed gatekeeper. He said Jimmy got a file. He's referring to 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is the sealed gatekeeper, I guess. So Wack is like, that really ain't for you. See, if that's my case number, I'm going to know what's going on with the bullshit. Someone knows if I got that. I got what comes with that as well. If it says terminated, it means sealed. Wack was asked. So they asked him in the clubhouse, yo, Wack, if it says it was terminated, does that mean it was sealed? Because in the information that was put up, there was a Texas Southern court. The case number was posted. The case was filed October 8th of 2019. The case was terminated May 11th of 2021. So the case was literally terminated, you guys, within a year and a half. Wack 100 was kind of explaining in his post that he was explaining what goes on when expunging a case. He says, nah, you can't expunge in 2 years. It takes 5 years after you're off papers. And that is accurate. You know what I mean? That is accurate to a certain extent. You know, if you're not going to sit there and fight the charge for the duration of the time to get the charge taken off of your record, if you got to pay that lawyer money to, if your lawyer's like, yo, I can get that other felony off your record, but it's going to cost you another $8,000. You know what I mean? You could do it then, or you can wait and get it expunged after the fact when you're off papers, when you've got a better case going at it, I guess. I don't really know how it works so much with expunging records. I've had one friend who actually had to, who was in that predicament where that I just explained. He was fighting a couple charges and then he had to cop out to one of the charges, but the lawyer was like, oh, you can get that expunged in the future and you can come back and pay me some bread. But he had explained to me the amount of time it takes with actually expunging the record. So Wack is sort of in a correct stance here. Now, it seems to me that he doesn't really know. When he was talking, he didn't really know who this case pertained to. So let's keep going with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Hill. That's what I'm saying. It seems to me like Wack doesn't even know who is the one being charged in this situation. That's why with Jay Prince Jr. actually coming up and speaking about it, we're going to get into that in just a second, you guys. Dave, yo, what up, DB? He said, Reek the Villain's my homie from Roosevelt, New York, my hood. I was about to say, hell no. No. That was Reek. That was CEO Reek, bro. That's Wack 100's co-host. He was saying that 6ix9ine is the gatekeeper for all of the sealed indictments or the sealed files. But when I be saying Reek, CEO Reek, sometimes I be just shooting off and saying Reek the Villain, because I got a little bit of history with Reek the Villain as well. So anytime I be thinking about Reek in general, I be thinking about Reek the Villain. But there's actually another Reek around. He's the co-host of Wack 100's podcast, CEO Reek. Or Reek the Sneak, I believe. Reek the Sneak, maybe. Everybody share this video. Let's go. Let's get 100 people in here. Let's get 100 people in here. Let's get let me see. Let's get 100 people in here. We get 120 people in here, I'll light the blunt. We get 120 people in here, I'll light the blunt. Yeah, Reek the Sneak, right? That's his name, Reek the Sneak. CEO Reek, whatever you know what I mean? Oh, keep the See, Reek's name be throwing me off a little bit. What up, Antonio? Anyways, let me move on here. Yo, get your punk ass out of here, bro. Get your punk ass out of here with your untitled ass name up in here. Get your punk ass out of here, man. Bird ass dude, man. Take your ass back to work. Take your ass back. Shut the phone off and get, you know what I mean? Shut the phone off, man. What up, George? What's popping with you, bro? See, man? Dude, man, it's all about the way you come in with the demeanor, man. I got a lot of respect for my audience. You know what I mean? George, I really appreciate you tapping in, bro, on the live today. Dope to catch you on the live, bro. It's all about the demeanor you come into the show with, man. So someone asked Wack, it said, if it says terminated, does that mean it's sealed? Wack is like, you're missing the point. If I put up the part that I cut off, oh, it identifies sealed, who it says it's sealed, and on the name, all of that. I got all of that. Wait, Wack ain't going away. Stop having dudes call. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. That dude is the police. I really been thinking about it. Out of nowhere, he is gonna do an interview run. All the Ricos going on, talking about he want the smoke, using Larry Hoover's name, who knowing damn well his name shouldn't be tied to none of that. His name shouldn't be tied to none of that if he is trying to get out. This is what Wack 100 is saying to Jay Prince, you guys. Wack 100 is saying that dude's working against Larry Hoover. So Wack 100 is mad. He's mad about the fact that Gillie and Wallo, about the fact that every single podcast, and it's not just $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? Ghetto Boys Reloaded had Jay Prince up there. He's doing a whole string of interviews right now where he's mentioning Wack. Wack seems to have forgotten that he is a fixation on the internet. That's why Wack is getting interviews right now. So you think if Jay Prince goes on any of these channels, maybe Gillie and Wallo are going to keep it respectful, and you call Gillie and Wallo out for keeping it respectful, all these other dudes are going to be asking the questions. And you call out Gillie and Wallo. Wack 100 calls out Gillie and Wallo because of the fact that they didn't censor Jay Prince. Everybody else is asking the question. When Jay Prince does Akademiks show, when Jay Prince does Adam 22's show, hopefully they'll ask the right questions. Or you can bullshit around it. But you know what? In this case, people want to bullshit around the scenario. They want to bullshit around the topic. Jay Prince is bringing it. Jay Prince is bringing the topic of conversation to the table when it comes to this, you guys. And he's not scared. He's not scared to bring it up. And I could only imagine what is going to happen now that Wack 100 is trying to allege this type of shit about his son. Now he's trying to allege this type of shit about his son. I can only imagine where this is going to go next. I got a feeling we're going to see more interviews. I got a feeling we're going to see more people getting exposed, you guys. Hell, we might even see Wack 100 disassociated from the Drillmatic album. I heard the Drillmatic album was coming in 30 days. Well, why do I care more about Wack 100 versus Jay Prince and refereed by Larry Hoover? You know what I mean? Well, why do I care more about that than the Drillmatic album, man? Why do I care more about that than the Drillmatic album? Let's be real. Wack 100 is getting in the way of his artist right now with what he's doing. Wack is getting in the way of what he's trying to do right now. He's even getting in the way of this whole situation that's going on with the Larry Hoover footage. Because if they were all working together, there would be a lot more money to be made. Hassan Campbell was going off on the fact that they could sell this Larry Hoover footage to Netflix, or they could get it off to Amazon, they could get it off to anybody, really. MTV, I think he said. You know, so when I say anybody, that's why I'm going to throw MTV in there as well. When you say anybody, we're talking about actual networks that stream footage, and we're talking about television stations, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about The Fight Club airing on MTV. You know what I mean? Let's talk about really innovative type of shit going on. That's everybody's dream, to have their show on a television station. But you know what? The streaming sites are just as good now as well. So we're going to have to wait and see where it ends up. You know what I mean? We're going to have to wait and see where it actually ends up, you guys. But I think Wack 100 has kind of diminished the value of that project by actually beefing with Jay Prince. Kanye West told Wack 100 deal with Jay Prince. Kanye West told Wack 100 deal with Jay Prince, and Wack 100 defied that odd. You know what I mean? He defied that order. You know what I mean? I don't even really want to refer to it as an order. You know what I mean? But it was really a business move. You know what I mean? They could have had Kanye West as an executive producer. You know what I'm saying? They could have had Kanye West as an executive producer. That's weird, Untitled, that you even know who that is, bro. That's like really strange, bro. Like, get off. All right. Now your ass is just out of here, period. I don't got time for that shit, bro. I don't got time for that shit, bro. I've been doing this shit for too long. Let's go. We got some news to report on, man. So Wack is like, out of nowhere, he's going on an interview run. All the Ricos going on, talking about he wants the smoke. Jay Prince has been dealing with the smoke for quite some time, Wack. Jay Prince has actually dealt with two of the biggest artists in the industry going at it at one time. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince was there when Drake and Meek Mill were going at it. So, do you think he's really going to have an issue settling what's going on here? You think he's really going to have an issue settling what's going on here with this whole little documentary situation that y'all got going on? You know what I mean? I think he's fried bigger fish. You know, I'm not going to say he has bigger fish to fry, because this Larry Hoover situation is really important to him. He refers to the man as his brother. He's running around doing all the interviews with Larry Hoover's son. You know what I'm saying? So it says a lot to me. You know what I mean? Seeing him going out and doing this. So when Wack calls him out for doing an interview run, it's kind of like goes back to what he tried to do to Gillie and Wallo, like the fact he wanted to censor them. You know what I mean? Yo, can you cut out every portion of the interview where he calls me Officer Rat 100? Hey, can you forward $50,000 to my bank account? Wack probably would have done it. But you know what? Sometimes $50,000 is not worth diminishing the credibility of your brand. The brand that Gillie and Wallo have, they really haven't given a damn to, they play music on their channel. They play popular music. They play upcomers music. They did not care about that aspect of this game at the beginning of their career. They're here to put out material that is going to live on for lifetimes after our own, where people will find enjoyment out of the content that they produced. Hell, some of those interviews that they're doing will probably go on to be a part of all those artists that are involved catalogs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Everybody share this video in here. Let's go. Share this video. Let's show everybody out there how important this YouTube channel is. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit that like button. It helps boost the algorithm. Kedrick says, it's crazy how Wack has the internet in a frenzy. Yeah, man. And I really want to see what he does to use some of that frenzy to actually direct the attention towards the game's new project. Because it's not going to be, maybe that's what he's trying to do, directing people here to his Instagram, where he's like, oh, if you've seen what I posted on my Instagram today, that's really going to shake him. Oh, that shit is going to shake him when he sees what's on my Instagram. Are you getting ready for a Drillmatic post? Are you getting ready to post the Drillmatic album on your Instagram page, hoping to get 10, 15,000 sales from it? I'm going to be honest. When it comes to Drillmatic, you guys, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to Drillmatic, We need more than 10 or 15,000 sales. But I'm bringing up a poll, you guys. I'm putting up a poll right now so everybody can interact in the chat. Everybody can interact in the chat. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me get a little smoke. Couple jars on deck. They ask what it is. When they ask what it is, what up, Chase? What up, Chase Moolah? You know I'm the blogger that smokes the best. You know I'm the blogger that's apparently I stand away from the rest. You know what I'm saying? Apparently I stand away from the rest. Nobody be reaching out to me and shit like that. Yo, Mikey T, go come up in the videos. I'm just playing. Some people do be reaching out. Salute to G's Gasoline. He's doing his thing in New York right now, man. Real people is doing real things, man. And real people is reaching out. Salute, salute. There's some good ass runts right now, man. Smoking on this runts. So where are we at with this? So Wack is like out of nowhere. He's going on an interview run. He's taking shots at Jay Prince for going on an interview run. Wow, man. Chastise a man for having connections to go on all the popular blogs. You know, I want to see Jay Prince go on Breakfast Club next. But you know what? He pretty much already got the biggest one with $1 million worth of game. So out of nowhere, he's going on an interview run. Not really out of nowhere. You were just dissing the hell out of him last week. The man needs to set the story right. You know what I mean? The man needs to set the story straight. You put out a lot of narratives out there that some people don't necessarily agree with. You're kind of putting Jay Prince out there in a light that the world, like sort of like what you did with Master P. You know what I mean? That's why he brought it up. Wack 100 is in there ruining the history. He's given us history lessons on Master P. He's given us history lessons on Suge Knight. Oh, Suge Knight had a 30-year run with Death Row, but in all honesty, they were only popular for 4 years. He's saying Master P is broke. You know what I'm saying? He's saying Master P is broke. Master P, you know what he's saying? All this type of shit. Tupac destroyed a dynasty. You don't expect somebody like Jay Prince to reach out, to reach back, to speak out, to speak back for the culture. That's why Jay Prince is doing this. Now, Wack is taking this to every level that he can, and that's why he's bringing things up here like this. Like he's saying, this dude's talking about he want the smoke. Using Larry Hoover's name, who knowing damn well his name shouldn't be tied to none of this. If he's trying to get out, that dude's working against Larry Hoover to keep him in there. He doing what that dude did and get rich or die trying. So he brought up the whole thing about Majestic's character, I guess, sending the homicide character out there to go, you know what I mean, and do some of that nasty Queen shit that, you know, Queens was under a lot of fire for back in the day. I don't really want to repeat on the channel. We all know about that one scene where dude broke up, you know what I mean? But dude, you know, I'm not even going to get into it so much. But he brought up a example from Get Rich or Die Trying. Now you're trying to talk about you want all the smoke, trying to lure me in all of a sudden. This dude is the police. Wack 100 says this dude, he's not talking about Jay Prince Jr. He's talking about Jay Prince. He said this dude is the police trying to lure me in. He also said Larry Hoover's son doesn't count. When Larry Hoover's son was brought up, he said Larry Hoover's son is a civilian. But he's saying now he's talking about he wants all the smoke. He's talking about he wants all the smoke, trying to lure me in. Can you guys believe this? Share this video, everybody. I'm your host, Mikey T, the movie star. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you subscribe right now. So Reek, CEO Reek, Wack 100's co-host, goes, he is concerned about getting his dad out. That was in regard to Larry Hoover Jr. Wack 100 said Larry Hoover Jr. doesn't count. He's a civilian. Wack is like, that's all he cares about. To the other dude, I put up the text messages and he went quiet. Then you look up and now this dude is on interviews. Hold up, dude. Everybody getting Ricos because of their crews and what people will do for them. Listen to that, you guys. Listen to that. Wack 100 bringing up the reason behind several of the Ricos. Several of them. Young Thug, Casanova, AR Rab, sometime Tekashi, sometime the leader of the group gets caught up in the situation. Bobby Shmurda, all of these situations because of what their crew will do for them. You know what I mean? Because all of us that are around 30 years old, we all pretty much knew that we grew up saying, yo, we got our dudes back to the whatever extent it comes to. That's my friend. When it gets to the point where your friend is the breadwinner, now he's the leader of the family, you get yourself in a, you get yourself in a little fab-like situation, BIG, 50 Cent for the youngins, French Montana. You don't want to see nothing happen to that guy. You're going to damn sure make sure nothing happens for that guy. Some people take it to the further extent where they're putting their homie in jeopardy because of how far they'll go for him. We've seen situations like that as well that I don't need to bring up. Save it for another video. You know what I mean? Save it for another video. Today, we're talking about these facts. Today, we're talking about what's going on with Wack 100 exposing J. Prince Jr. And don't fret, you guys. J. Prince Jr., don't trip out on me, y'all. J. Prince Jr. responded to this. J. Prince Jr. responded to this, you guys. Share this video. Let's get 200 people in here. Let's get 200 people in here. Let's go. Yeah, Tu Madre. We all know what happened to Suge. We all know what happened to Suge Knight as his career poured on. And that's why I was bringing that up. You know what I mean? I was bringing that up because of the fact that Wack 100 has said Suge Knight's empire, 30 years of death row, right? Well, Wack 100 just minimized that. Wack 100 said death row was only lit from 1992 to 1996. He said it was only lit for 4 years of that 30-year duration. Aside from that, Suge Knight had no other accomplishment. I didn't do that story, I don't think. I might have to bring that back as a special story, maybe for, you know what I mean? I might have to bring that up as a special story because, Death Row is coming back on a major scale right now under the endorsement of Snoop Dogg. I threw the posters up because Snoop Dogg brought Death Row back. You know what I'm saying? Purely. Snoop Dogg made Death Row fun to be around again. He increased the value. He increased the value. Like when I'm talking about how Wack 100 destroying that bridge of Jay Prince and Kanye West helping with the Hoover family in the Larry Hoover documentary, he diminished the value of his project. Snoop Dogg buying Death Row increases the value of Death Row as a label. You know what I'm saying? It really does. So let me get into this. let me get into this here. So Wack is like, to the other dude, I put up the text messages. He went quiet. Then you look up and now this dude is on interviews. Hold up, dude. Everybody's getting Ricos because of their crew and what people will do for them. Wack said the Hoover family better watch J. Prince. Wack went on. He said he's got another problem coming. By saying that Karen forged signatures, that's slander. How did he become the punching bag when the punching bag was an elderly black lady? Listen to what Wack 100 is saying there, you guys. He's trying to put it in a perspective. To make people see where he's coming from. He's real, and this is why Hassan agrees with him. This is because Wack 100 is just trying to protect the rights of the owner of the content. A respectable characteristic. He's attempting to do what he believes is the right thing, you guys. He's attempting to do what he believes is the right thing. He doesn't want to see this woman get run over. He doesn't want to see her get taken advantage of, especially due to the fact that she has now involved him with the project. But that's where teamwork comes into play. Wack 100 is ruining the teamwork that they had right in front of them, with Kanye West literally texting Wack. And Kanye doesn't text, you guys. Kanye, from what I read, is more of an email guy. Kanye is more of an email guy. So to be texting back and forth with Wack, telling Wack, you know what, man, it's a little confusing for me. It's not necessarily what I do. So I want you to reach out to J. Prince and handle it. You've got the Kanye West endorsement as long as you stay partnered with J. Prince. So why would you want to remove yourself? I mean, shit, that's two more people who are being added to the pie. Let's be honest. Wack 100 brought Suge Knight's story to a couple people that were apparently going to give him $30 million to produce something along those lines. If there's less names on the split sheet, it means you're getting more bread. It means you're getting more bread, you guys. That could be a reason that Wack does not mind. You know what I mean? That could be a reason that Wack 100 does not mind getting rid of Kanye West, getting rid of J. Prince. You know what I'm saying? That's a reason why he does not mind doing it. I've said this before. Wack 100 stands to make a lot more money off the Larry Hoover documentary than he does off of the Drillmatic album. Just my opinion. I think budgets would probably support that opinion, though. You know what I mean? How much are they really going to make when it comes to Wack off of the Easy song with Kanye West? Oh, wow, dude. Take your hating ass out of my channel, bro. Take your hating ass off my channel. So let's get here. Wack is like, every dude we know who develops a reputation in the streets all ended up in one place, if not two, dead or in jail. That dude is 57 years old claiming that title, and he's never seen a substation. Those are some shots from Wack to J. Prince. Reek, CEO Reek tapped in. He said, what I can agree with is every time his name got mentioned, y'all act like he is the boogeyman. And I seen him with that interview with that little ass sweatsuit and them glasses. And I'm like, who is this? I'm like, this is who y'all been saying, hey, Reek, chill out on that. That's Wack's issue. That's J. Prince. This is the dude who y'all been talking this shit on. Y'all crazy. You ain't seen him in action do nothing. But every time he spoke, it's leave that between him and Wack 100. So Reek pretty much put it out there. Every time he would actually speak, anytime that he would actually speak on Jay Prince, people will be like, yo, bro, you're bugging. Bro, you're bugging. Chill out. Yo, Reek, pipe it. Pipe it up. You know what I mean? Relax. Cool out, homie. Don't be speaking on Jay Prince's name like that. Put some respect on Jay Prince's name, Reek. So Reek then watched the interview, I guess seen Jay Prince for the first time. And now Reek is actually questioning Reek. That's Wack 100's co-host. He's actually questioning who Jay Prince is now that he's seen him. So Reek is like, that's Jay Prince? This is the dude y'all been talking this shit on? Like, y'all crazy. You ain't seen him in action do nothing? But every time he's spoken, it's leave that between him and Wack. If that's the case, stay inside, because there are way more aggressive people. Jeez. That one time when Reek probably shouldn't have spoken out. You know, man, like sometimes I don't see 50 different blogs grabbing this Reek quote. You know what I mean? This is not the quote that's going to get you popping. This quote right here is going to show up once or twice here and there. Jay Prince is going to hear it and he's going to be like, okay, now it's never going to be cool with me and CEO Reek. You know, this isn't going to be the quote that gets your name popping off everywhere. You know what I mean? Wack 100 already stole this headline with saying that Jay Prince Jr. has sealed documents. That's the main post of this clubhouse. That's going to be the main post of everybody going forward. Of course, Jay Prince responded as well. What up with you, KD? Okay, my bad. Yeah, that's right. Share this video. Let's go. Let's go. I think we just hit 200. Let me know. Let me know. So Wack is like, I'm starting to realize there are some real haters in the South. This dude said, I heard you on Clubhouse say ain't no down South dudes coming to Cali and taking over. Well, Cali GBing was built off a down South mentality. All them other guys moved to Cali at a young age and started it. So that's what Wack was saying. That's what Wack was saying in regard to that, but that really didn't pertain to the topic. For everyone that's just tapping in, you know, we're really going over this situation where Wack 100 was going off on Jay Prince as well as Jay Prince Jr. Wack 100 started it all off by saying, maybe you was the baby shitting in the bed, bringing it back to what Jay Prince had just said, saying that Wack 100 is the type of person that lies, even in regard to a baby. You know what I mean? Lying on a baby. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. He's just like, I'm just saying, dudes is running around here with sealed files. So Wack had posted a couple things of sealed files on his page, right? Wack posted the sealed files on his page, the case number, the case filed October of 2019, when the case was terminated, May of 2021 as well, you guys. So we're looking at an 18-month time frame. So here's what it says on Friday, September 6, 2019. It's and I guess there's 7 pages here. I wish I could get my eyes on it. So it says complaint as to James Prince Jr. filed on September 6th. Then motion to seal by the USA as to James Prince. And then there was an order granting the motion to seal as Jay Prince Jr., signed by the magistrate judge. Parties notified 419. That's just still the case number. So that's the information. And Wack actually tagged Jay Prince and said, when you use the word rat, you gotta have the paperwork. While you're capping on my name, I think you need to call pest control. Somebody tied to your name. Let's finish out that message. He said, I think you need to call pest control. Somebody tied to your name I think you need to call pest control on somebody tied to your name. Hashtag sealed files. Nah, you can't expunge in 2 years. It takes 5 years after you're off papers. This seal means one of two things: R for rat or R for something I'm not going to mention. Either one, clean your DNA up, partner. Hashtag coward hides behind men but don't face me. Wack ain't never had a co-defendant. Hashtag bozo. Wack 100 went in, actually tagged him, actually exposed the paperwork, even went at Gillie and Wallo saying this, damn. He posted the case number, like I said, in the case file and the termination date. And he said, damn, this number leads to a sealed file, huh? Wonder what's going on here. I never go away. Hashtag line pusher. At Wallo. At Gillie. Guess y'all didn't want to talk about this. Guess y'all didn't want to talk about this. Gillie and Wallo just interviewed Jay Prince. They just did an interview with Jay Prince. Wack 100 poking at them a little bit because on that interview, Jay Prince took the liberty to speak on Wack 100 without being questioned about Wack 100. Jay Prince took his opportunity to diss Wack 100 while he had the opportunity to, you guys. Jay Prince actually kind of got the internet sparked up because, a few weeks back, I won't lie, a few weeks back, Wack 100 had the upper hand in this situation. Why? Because Wack 100 is dominating the internet right now. He's dominating the internet, brother. You know what I'm saying? He's got his clubhouse going wild right now, and honestly, all the news that he puts out there is getting traction everywhere. So Jay Prince needed to do something to get the upper hand, and why not? Why not do something that is also beneficial to himself, to his brother? So that's why he actually brought Larry Hoover Jr. with him and did all these podcasts and actually exposed Wack 100 stories. Wack 100 doesn't give a damn about tagging Jay Prince. He doesn't give a damn about tagging Gillie or Wallo, you guys. He really doesn't care nothing about this. He just really, he takes it too far in a lot of situations. Jay Prince Jr. actually responded to this. Jay Prince also had something to say as well on the on another podcast. So Jay Prince Jr. said, I had a gun case and did time for it. Did I tell on myself, weirdo? Stop the BS. You're too old for this. Jay Prince Jr. responded in good fashion right there. He basically outlined the whole situation. A gun case. Okay, this is a gun case from 2019 of October, and the gun case was over in what was it? Something in 2021. Let me bring up the date just so I can be accurate. May. So it was October of 2019, and then it ended in May 11th, 2021. That's when the case was terminated. Sounds to me like somebody served their time. Sounds to me like somebody served their time in this situation. And Wack 100 seems to be just bringing up an old case. So he said that people would only have their cases expunged for an R and an R. How about a G? How about a DUI? Because I know about people getting their records expunged for DUIs as well. What the hell is wrong with Jay Prince Jr. expunging his record from a gun charge when Jay Prince Jr. is on his way to accomplishing so many other beautiful things in this world? Jay Prince Jr. is on his way, just like his father, to being a multi-millionaire. To take shots at a man for wanting to expunge his record is cheap. It shows the lack of depth that you have when you're taking a shot at a man for something like that. I'm just being real on this one. You know what I mean? Because I hear everything he's saying. But Jay Prince is being blunt about this. I had a gun case and did time for it. Sounds like he did about 18 months for it. I've known people who haven't had to rat who have done less time for a gun charge. Hell, Prodigy got caught with a gun 3 times and ended up having to do 3 years. Sometimes people are just so quick to talk about a situation, so quick to call out somebody, try to tell somebody what to do an interview about. All right, so now Wack doesn't want Gillie and Wallo to interview Jay Prince about anything that has to do with dissing him, and now you want them to interview him about an old charge that his son was facing? Don't you guys wouldn't remember? Like, actually, I'm not even going to bring that up. People probably knew where I was about to go with that. So, yeah, let me see. Jay Prince also had something to say about Wack 100. Jay Prince was like, right now, y'all have one of the biggest rats that exist in the hip hop culture. His name is Officer Rat 100. You know what I mean? And I have to say that because I don't even want the hip hop culture to be blind or to be tricked and to be fooled with these bottom feeders. They're like a catfish. So weird. It's like the second time I've heard the catfish phrase used in a couple days. Actually, no, that was a shorty. Actually, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm not responding to that message. But anyways, so now Jay Prince has actually got a pretty crazy comparison. He's like, what I mean, and I have to say that because I don't ever want the hip hop culture to be blind, to be tricked, and to be fooled with these bottom feeders. They're like a catfish. They eat all the shit from the other fish, so they a bottom feeder. This dude, what he done in the process of us working hard for my brother Larry Hoover, this dude chose to work with a woman that was given the chance to interview Larry Hoover and ran off with the tapes. Jay Prince also put up a response to, he put up a response on Instagram as well. But he's really getting this Officer Rat 100 name over 100%, I would have to say, you guys. He's getting the name over 100%. And he's not stopping with it. You know what I mean? This guy won't stop with it. He's going on every platform dissing Wack 100. Also, I want to talk about DJ Akademiks clowning Freddie Gibbs. Yep. I want to talk about DJ Akademiks clowning Freddie Gibbs, you guys. That was a crazy situation. We all know what Freddie Gibbs has been going through over the last couple months. I mean, through his run-in with Jim Jones. We all heard about that run-in. Kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Jim Jones obviously still out there. I mean, shit. You don't mess with a lobby boy. And then you got the whole situation that actually happened in Buffalo, you know, that people were trying to say Benny the Butcher was a part of. You know, it doesn't really make sense what's going on with Freddie Gibbs right now. Looking at his career from the beginning, it's like, wow, how is Freddie Gibbs really getting himself involved in all these situations where he's on the short end of the stick? This is a guy who came in the game heavily sought after. You know what I mean? They were looking at Freddie Gibbs as one of the next big players in the game. The fact of the matter is, you guys, he didn't really sell the records. A lot of people say maybe signing with another artist wasn't the way to go. He took a deal with Young Jeezy. You know what I mean? He actually took a deal with Young Jeezy that I don't think a lot of other people would have taken when you were in that position. Look at what happened with Chief Keef. Chief Keef, I believe, was offered a similar type of deal. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, they get off. Kodak Black got deals offered to him by French Montana, but he was already there. You know what I mean? He was already there, you guys. Why would you accept the deal? Freddie Gibbs, I think maybe the situation was that Freddie Gibbs had a situation with Interscope before that, and shit really wasn't popping off. And then they brought Jeezy into the equation to make it go better. Maybe that was the whole deal with that situation. I'm not quite sure. Because, Freddie Gibbs kind of came into the game and to a certain extent disappeared, when it didn't work out as good as I think we all hoped it would have worked out for him. Almost like a Joe Budden situation to a certain extent. So Akademiks said, I just hit Freddie Gibbs. He sent me his number finally. I just hit Freddie Gibbs and I'm like, yo, Freddie Gibbs, Freddie, I'm tired of you getting pounded out, pop up on the podcast. I'm tired of you getting pounded out, pop up on the podcast. Bro, you 45 and you need icy hot after you get beat up. Like, dude, why are you trying to still fight dudes? You claim you still got smoke with me. Let's get in the room. So Akademiks actually wants Freddie Gibbs to come on his show for a one-on-one exclusive interview, you guys. After all the tension that they've had, I think Freddie Gibbs beefing with Akademiks was actually the first situation that popped off. I think the Akademiks and Freddie Gibbs situation was his first situation that really started the whole spiral. I think it was Akademiks who literally called him out. You know what I mean? Akademiks who literally called him out on his show before that. And then it went to Jim Jones. Akademiks started speaking about that. And now it went to Benny the Butcher. And Akademiks is like, yo, man, enough. Enough is enough. Let's just have you on the show, man. Just come on the show. Just come on the show. Akademiks wants to give the Alfredo hitmaker, Freddie Gibbs, the opportunity to come on his show and speak. Akademiks said, Freddie won't put a hand on me. Facts. I'm down to sit in the room with him. I'm down to sit in the room with him. And he won't do shit. We might scream. I would definitely love that. He would probably call me a bitch. I would call him a bitch back. We could get some good content, but you shouldn't be getting beat up. You shouldn't be getting beat up at the Waffle House. Freddie, I'm down. Holler at me. Frederick, holler at me. Your brother is a DA. Your father is a cop. So Akademiks went in on Freddie Gibbs, but at the end of the day, he was inviting him to the show. He took a few more shots that I'm not going to repeat about Freddie Gibbs. I'm not going to repeat them, you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not going to repeat some of what he said because it kind of makes me think like there's no chance that these guys could actually link up at that point. But you guys, last night Hassan Campbell was pretty much saying, I like how all this beef with Wack, Jay Prince, and I like how all this beef with Wack and Jay Prince and all the rest of that, everything started with Hassan Campbell. But they're trying to push me out and act like I don't exist. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm going to put up another poll, you guys. I'm going to put up another poll because it's, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is Wack 100 wrong for putting out Jay Prince Jr. paperwork? We've got 59% of the people who say no and 41% of the people say yes. I'm going to shut down this poll in 1 minute, you guys, and we're going to move on to the next poll. Definitely appreciate everybody voting in that poll. We got a new poll, you guys, so I want everybody to get their last votes on that joint. Get your last votes on that joint, you guys, and we're going to move on to the next poll. If you haven't voted in the poll, vote right now. Yo, I do not like icy hot, man. I do not like icy hot. Some people love that shit, though, man. Some people love that shit. All right, I'm ending the. Oh shit! Vote in the poll right now, you guys. I'm about to end the poll. Looks like is Wack 100 wrong for putting out J Prince Jr. paperwork? 60% of the people say no. 40% of you guys say yes. Everybody vote in the poll right now if you haven't gotten a chance to. I'm about to end the poll so we can get a new join up. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in with me tonight. Wanted to do this stream a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Freeway. I believe Freeway was in the Hustle movie as well with Adam Sandler, man. Freeway has really got a lot going on, from Bel Air to the Battle with Cassidy to all the shows. I seen he just did a show with Gillie. What's up? What's up? Cover Girl 718. How you doing tonight? All right, you guys. I'm about to end the poll. I'm about to put a new poll up. Looks like 61% of you guys are actually rocking with Wack 100 on that. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate everybody for voting in the poll. You know, we got to have an unbiased opinion on this channel. Not when it comes to the music. I'm going to let y'all know what I like and I don't like. When it comes to the movies and shit like that, when it comes to these boxing exhibitions, I'm going to let you know how I feel about that. But what I'm talking about when it comes to the stories, I'm going to give it from each aspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on here just saying I completely agree with Jay Prince. I'm not on here saying I completely agree with Wack. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to get both of the pieces of information out there. If you see some information in there that you could pick apart, if you see some information over here that's kind of bullshit, you got to speak up. You got to say it. Thank you, Elijah. I really appreciate that, man. Putting up the poll right now. Putting up the poll right now. Well, yo, Funk, the thing about the secret videos involved with this case, Hassan Campbell said he had video or audio of Wack 100 dissing Jay Prince. This would be the opportune time to release that. You know, he's saying that he had audio of him dissing Jay Prince. So this issue seems to be inevitable. It seemed like this issue is actually inevitable, what happened between Jay Prince and Wack 100. So if Wack didn't start now, it would have started shortly down the line anyways, because of the fact that Wack was going to be exposed by Hassan Campbell. So I was reading a little bit of Hassan actually saying, he's like, everything started with Hassan Campbell, but they're trying to push me out and act like I don't exist. Hassan is like, let me tell you about me and Wack. He sent for people to send for me on Clubhouse. Wack 100 was trying to show Hassan Campbell love or build an illusion of trust. Show Hassan Campbell that he could be there for him when he needed him, but also really just trying to build that off of false pretenses. You know, he really never had an intention to actually have his back. He wanted to just set him up, apparently. And I don't, that sounds like a paranoid man's view. But in all honesty, Hassan takes it back a little bit further than that to make you realize he's not just being paranoid. Hassan is like, I've got videos out there dissing Wack. I've got videos out there dissing the game. You're telling me that Wack hasn't heard it? You're telling me that Akademiks, you might as well call their podcast Wackademiks. You know what I'm saying? Akademiks hasn't shown that footage to him. Well, yo, let's be real. It was revealed on that podcast. Does everybody, this is where I got to interject. This is where Mikey T interjects. Because, yeah, we love to hear both sides of the story, but you got to get the Mikey T interjection. We heard on the podcast that 6ix9ine told Akademiks you were the best on YouTube. So it's not like Akademiks is there studying you, showing footage to Wack 100. If that was the case, Wackademiks would be a podcast and they would be talking about Hassan Campbell dissing the game, and they would make that a podcast episode. Simple enough. You know? So let me see here. So Hassan said this. He said, "Yeah, Wack is evil. It's showing, but the reality of it is, I'm not going to sit up here and paint a better picture of Jay Prince." So I listened to Jay Prince. So the woman who has the documentary, the family chose her to go to the jail to document Larry Hoover. You document Larry Hoover. The woman goes in the jail and she does a documentary. And she does a documentary on Larry Hoover. She has this for whatever amounts of time. She wants to get paid for her work. Simple as that. Simple as that. So you agree, Elijah. You actually agree with Hassan Campbell that he actually started this whole thing. Hassan Campbell is taking credit for starting all of this. I don't know if he really could have started the Gillie the Kid involvement though, the Wallo involvement. I think that was more just of a words of comedy that actually turned bad between these groups. Friendship that people thought that they could take advantage of. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like me, just because I interviewed Gillie, a bunch of times back in the day. Yo, Gillie, you know what I mean? Can you make me a guest on $1 million worth of game? Like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like some people be trying to maneuver their way in and just dictate people's situations. Like that's the way this works. No, they have a highly successful podcast. They are not going to diverge. They're not going to divert from the plan. They know where they're going. They know where they've been. Yeah, exactly. It's chess. It's not checkers, man. It's chess. It's not checkers. Dudes is just trying so hard to get to the end of the board, man. You got to get to the end of the board strategically. When you get to the end of the board, you got to make sure you're ready to be a king. You know what I'm saying? Dudes just want to get to the end of the board and be like, king me. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're ready for all that shit, man. Why do you think in these video games they be making you get all them merit points and shit like that? You got to build up your levels and shit like that. Some people are just so eager to get to the end of the race. What you mean? I've been watching all these dudes do it for the whole time, man. I need to be at the finish line. I've been watching these dudes do it for the whole time, so I need to be at the finish line. But yeah, man, I really appreciate y'all for tapping in on this midday live. I got started at 5:30, you guys. We got started at 5:30 today. You know how we do. Sometimes I'll come on for the live video. You know what I'm saying? We be popping off the best champagne on this channel. Bel Air, Dom P, Clico, Moet Rose. We smoke the best chronic. Shout out to Burner, cookies and all that. Shout out to Bel Air Rose, the new blue edition, baby. That blue bottle, baby. Mikey T like it blue. I'm into them avatars, them blue faces. I like all that shit. I like my shit blue, baby. This shit is dope too. If you haven't tried Bel Air Blue, make sure you get some of that. Make sure you get some of that. But if you haven't tried this Dom Perignon, you better make sure you get some of that. Shout out to Iceberg from Miami, Florida. He's actually the first one that put me onto some Dom Perignon. Hell yeah, man. Funk, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. If you have any questions you want to ask before you get up out of here, definitely shoot them my way. Definitely shoot them my way, man. This whole situation was pretty lit. You know what I mean? This whole live was pretty lit today. Had to go over a couple topics. Let me see how y'all are feeling on this poll that we got up. Vote in the poll right now. If you haven't, hit that like button right now. If you haven't, show some love to the channel. Wow, 15% of the people say they're not really interested in celebrity boxing, Freddie Gibbs versus Akademiks. And why did they spell check me on Akademiks? Come on now, man. Come on now, man. Everybody knows Akademiks is the new academic. You could actually find the Bel Air Blue for like, what did I get it for? I don't. Yeah, they was taxing for this. Like $80. They wanted like $80 for this. They wanted like $80 for this at first. And I was like, yo, y'all are bugging. I'm like, y'all are bugging, man. Bel Air is like $30. But now they got it for like $40 or something like that. Maybe they got it for $30. I can't remember. I got it for one of those two prices. But the Bel Air Rose, oh no, the Dom Perignon is what's going to be a little expensive, but it's the best taste in champagne. It doesn't get no better than Dom Perignon, and I'm even putting that up against Ace of Spade. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting that up against Ace of Spade, which is a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure if it's still more expensive. It probably is, actually. Probably is. But yeah, that's what we do on these shows, you guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss one of my live videos. You're always going to want to tap in because I like to go back and forth with everybody in the chat. I respect everybody that tunes into the live video. We always end the lives with open questions. So I'm going to do that right now. We open the lives. You let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. We always end the lives with the open questions after we get out all the topics. You know, tonight I wanted to speak on this Wack 100 shit with Jay Prince Jr. Also calling out Gillie and Wallo for not wanting to interview. So now he wants him to cut it out, and now he wants him to ask this question. Jeez. Let's see, the director, is he the executive producer of $1 Million Worth of Game? You know what, man? You might as well cut Gillie and Wallo the check, and you could be the executive producer of $1 Million Worth of Game. I'm sure if you paid Gillie and Wallo $5 million for the next 150 episodes, you know what I mean? Oh, you like the blue one? Yeah, the blue one does taste, it tastes blue. What's up, North Philly? What up, North Philly? Appreciate you for tapping in, Zodic. Been a minute since you've been on the tap in, bro, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I wanted to come on today and do an early live. Wanted to tap in with y'all. Man. It's my birthday this weekend, June 11th. That's my birthday. So I'm going to be out doing some things this weekend. You know what I'm saying? But we're always going to have the consistency when it comes to the news on this channel. I'm your favorite news reporter. I'm your favorite news reporter's favorite news reporter. They're like, yo, Mikey T's my favorite news reporter. What up, Lily? What's popping with you? She said, tastes blue. Hell yeah. Yours is the 12th. All right, that's what's up. Appreciate that, Lily. Happy birthday to you too, Exotic, coming up. Your birthday is Sunday, right, bro? Your birthday is Sunday. Mine's Saturday, I believe. Damn, this freaking runch, you guys. I already blew through the sour. I blew through the Granny Mac. I blew through, you know what I'm saying? I blew through the drunken monkey. I blew through the blue apricot, and now I'm left with I got 2 G's left of the runts. Yup, Geminis be crazy as hell, right? Mr. D's. What's good, Mikey? 317 Indianapolis. What's up with you? Man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Love. That's love. Appreciate you, bro. Well, I mean, Vamp. Let's be real. Vamp is asking, would we rather see Haas versus Wack or Freddie versus Ack? In all honesty, I mean, come on. Wack is kind of older. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's just respect to the man's age and shit like that. Freddie Gibbs and Akademiks, like, come on. Like, even though maybe it's not maybe the more popular sale, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the more popular sale. But yeah, definitely would rather see Hassan Campbell versus Wack 100. And shit, we just seen Stone Cold Steve Austin come back. So why can't Wack come back out with like the leather vest? You know what I'm saying? He had the leather Stone Cold. He could do the Stone Cold blue jeans. You know what I'm saying? Wack 316. Indianapolis, huh? Indianapolis. Indianapolis on the check-in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know how we do on the show, man. Plus, I got my cool ass new rolling tray. Got my cool ass new rolling tray. You know what I'm saying? Always got the Dutchess on deck. Always got the Dutchess on deck. Trying to figure out what I'm actually going to have, what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. But then, you know, it's always back to the lab, always back to work. This is pretty much what my life is, you guys. I do this hip hop shit pretty much every day of the year. You already know that. When I get done with one story, we're on to the next story. When I get done with one interview, I'm editing it. I got a very big interview for you guys coming up. That's right, you guys. I got a very big interview for you guys coming up. I'm working on a lot of stuff, y'all. Working on a lot of stuff, man. Definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in. I want y'all to follow me on the gram. Anybody out there, if you're not following me, make sure to follow me right now. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss my live videos, a chance to interact with Mikey T, the movie star. You know what I'm saying? I like to give everybody the same opportunity in the chat. All that I ask is that you tune in with a little bit of respect. Also, you know, if you're try to have some knowledge about the topic that we're speaking on if you want to add to it, but also it's never wrong to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm here as well to answer your questions about what is going on in different situations, about what has happened in the past. What I can offer is what I'm going to talk about. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying don't ask questions. That's what this shit is about. That's what this shit is about. It's about learning and it's about trading information with one another. Nah, I'm not going live tonight, Exotic. I'm not going live tonight. That's why I wanted to come on live right now and do a 5:30 live this afternoon. I wanted to make sure y'all got your Mikey T, the movie star fix. I want y'all to follow me right now on Instagram. Everybody that follows me right now, I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it, y'all. Cover Girl says, Stone Cold, that's my boo. You would chug a beer with Stone Cold? You would chug a beer with Stone Cold? Is that what you're telling me? Would you guzzle it like? Sorry. End of the video vibes. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell did my Dutch go? Where the hell did my Dutch go? Oh, boom. We're back in business. Yo, Troublesome. Troublesome, what's good, bro? Got like 2 rolling trays. Got the Rick and Morty rolling tray somewhere over there. But yeah, man, I'm about to get off this shit, man. Unless anybody has any final questions before I get up off of this, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the live today, man. If anybody has any final questions, get them out right now, man. Hit your final questions. Oh, you're saying you would chug a beer with Stone Cold. That's lit. Everybody hit up them final questions. I'm about to smoke up this kush. And I'm about to end the poll. So, guys, this is your last minute to vote in the poll. I'm giving y'all 1 more minute to vote in the poll, guys. Vote in the poll right now. What do y'all got? Akademiks, or do you got Freddie Gibbs, or would you just not order it? Let me know what you're thinking in the poll. Right now, Freddie Gibbs is leading with 50%. 27% of y'all aren't ordering this one. And 23% says Akademiks. So this is going to be your last chance to vote in the poll. I'm going to give y'all about another minute. If anybody wants to vote in the poll, let's do it. Vote in that poll right now. I'm about to end the shit. Y'all got like 30 seconds. I got like 30 seconds. I'm finna end the shit. About to end the poll. Okay. Looks like Akademiks got 25% of the votes. Akademiks is coming up a little bit in the voting right now. But I'm going to end that shit. I'm going to end the poll. Guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I wanted to give y'all a quick podcast this afternoon to discuss some of these things going on out there. Wack 100 calling out Jay Prince and his son. Jay Prince and his son actually responding. Akademiks welcoming Freddie Gibbs to his show. That's right. He actually welcomed Freddie Gibbs to his show. Hassan Campbell claims he's the one who started this whole thing. And Wack 100 continues to call out Gillie and Wallo over their interview questions, guys. I hope everybody enjoys this live stream on repeat. I will see you all on my next live video, you guys. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow night, 10:30. 10:30 tomorrow night, you guys. Not tonight. Not doing it live tonight, you guys. That's why I wanted to come on and give you the Mikey T, the movie star show this afternoon. But tomorrow night, the Mikey T, the movie star show will be back. It's got a little bit of a ring to it, doesn't it, you guys? The Mikey T, the movie star show. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you need to share your bud. So, guys, make sure you join me on the Mikey T, the movie star show. Next time you see this video popping up on the live, tomorrow night, 10:30 and shit, we'll be back. We'll be back to run the internet. We'll be back to run this shit. Let your friends know about Mikey T, the movie star as well. Let your friends know. Let your friends know. I'm out, you guys. I'm out. I got Kush to smoke, y'all. Appreciate you. I'm out. I got Kush.